Poliwhirl.
Hi, my name is Professor Silver, and you're watching Pokemon Explained, where we focus on the narrative arcs of all our favorite characters from the Pokemon anime. In today's class, we'll break down the complete history of Misty's Politoed, detailing all its battles, character development, and unique storylines. Politoed debuted in the Orange Islands while still just a Poliwag in the Sunspore Detour. Poliwag met Misty while she searched for Salveo Weed, the cure to a Vileplume-induced illness plaguing Ash and Tracy. She earned Poliwag's affection by protecting it from James's Victrebell and healing its injuries. In thanks, Poliwag secured her a massive stash of Salveo and defended her from James's Weezing. During their adventure, Poliwag proved itself friendly, cheery, and insanely loyal. After using the Salveo to cure her friends, Misty caught Poliwag off-screen. Shortly after its capture, Misty traveled to Johto, where Poliwag starred in several battles against Team Rocket and returned to prominence in the Totodile duel. Since neither Ash nor Misty was sure whose lure ball had captured Totodile, they decided its owner through a best of 3. After Staryu lost and Togepi won, Misty hoped for Poliwag to break the tie and beat Ash's Bulbasaur. Though Poliwag fought valiantly with Double Slap and Water Gun, Bulbasaur overpowered it with Razor Leaf. Nearing defeat but knowing how much winning meant to Misty, Poliwag rallied its strength and evolved into Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl launched a ferocious comeback with Body Slam and Bubble, but ultimately fell to Bulbasaur's Solar Beam. Even though Poliwhirl lost, its evolution thrilled Misty. She didn't care that Ash got to keep Totodile, as she preferred Poliwhirl's loyalty to Totodile's carefree demeanor. After its evolution, Poliwhirl replaced Staryu as Misty's primary battler. Though it won countless battles against Team Rocket, Poliwhirl's self-confidence plummeted in Hook, Line, and Stinker when a bully Poliwrath knocked it out without warning. Poliwrath so frightened Poliwhirl that it hid behind Misty's legs while Poliwrath's trainer Andreas belittled the abilities of unevolved Pokemon. Fuming with anger, Misty intended to prove him wrong by winning a Sea King catching contest. She also planned to boost Poliwhirl's confidence by having it catch the largest Sea King possible. Though Poliwhirl slapped an enormous Sea King into submission, Poliwrath secured an equally large catch. Misty and Andreas settled the tie with a battle. After trading double slaps, Poliwrath flexed its fighting type abilities and inflicted serious damage using Submission and Mega Punch. Right as Poliwhirl was about to give up, Goldeen, Psyduck, and Staryu summoned themselves to show their support. Misty encouraged Poliwhirl to defend the honor of unevolved Pokemon and keep fighting no matter the outcome. Thoroughly motivated, Poliwhirl bounced back and struck Poliwrath with a combination of Bubble and Mega Punch. After dodging Poliwrath's Mega Punch, Poliwhirl won with Bubble and Water Gun. Poliwhirl's triumph forced an apology from Andreas and earned Misty his respect. Though Poliwhirl never again cowered before a battle, its newfound confidence did little to help against Sumomo's Vaporeon, a surfing Rhydon, and Butch and Cassidy's rage-enhanced Pokemon. In the Corsola Caper, Misty used Poliwhirl to achieve her goal of capturing a Corsola. During the battle, Poliwhirl attacked with Bubble and Double Slap, overcame Mirror and won with Tackle. After catching Corsola, Misty entered the World Cup, a tournament for water types. Poliwhirl beat a Magikarp in the preliminaries and faced Ash's Totodile in the first round of the finals. Poliwhirl dominated the battle by dodging Water Gun, diving underwater, and striking with Bubble. Totodile fought back with Skull Bash, but Poliwhirl tanked the attack and won using Double Slap. It next fought Kingler, who proved a far more powerful opponent. Kingler dodged Bubble, trapped Poliwhirl within a Whirlpool, and knocked it out with Crab Hammer. Though Poliwhirl fainted, Psyduck defeated Kingler and earned Misty her first and only win against Ash. In the next round, Poliwhirl was one-shotted by a Gyarados' Hyper Beam. Misty's opponent Trinity defeated Corsola soon after and knocked Misty out of the tournament. Following the World Cup, Poliwhirl confronted its second Poliwrath in outrageous fortunes. Owned by a trainer named Delaney, this second Poliwrath was significantly stronger than the first and had already defeated 7 opponents in a row by the time it faced Misty's Poliwhirl. After trading Water Guns, Poliwrath dodged Bubble and defeated Poliwhirl using Double Slap and Submission. Poliwhirl's loss forced Misty to consider its evolution. She encouraged Poliwhirl to watch Poliwrath fight Bayleaf so it could see what it would be like when it evolved. Before Misty could find a Water Stone, Poliwhirl stumbled upon a fallen King's Rock that Ash had previously won in a sumo contest. Misty didn't realize Poliwhirl held the crown when she left it to heal with Nurse Joy. While chasing Team Rocket, Misty stumbled upon an old Poke Center where she had Joy return Poliwhirl via transfer machine. scene. The brief exchange activated its trait evolution. When Misty next summoned it, Poliwhirl immediately evolved into Politoed. Upon evolving, Politoed's personality became significantly more friendly, cheerful, and ditzy. Politoed forgot it was in a fight and instead befriended Ash's Phanpy, Delaney's Poliwrath, and James's Victreebel. After a little prodding from Misty, Politoed wrecked Victreebel with Water Gun and Double Slap. It then revealed its new knowledge of Swagger and used it to confuse Victreebel and Arbok so that its allies could blast them away. Though Politoed's evolution initially thrilled Misty, its carefree attitude deeply frustrated her and led to a strain in their relationship. Politoed's personality change caused Corsola to replace it as Misty's primary battler. Politoed's only other battles besides Team Rocket were against a Kabutops in Pokemon Heroes and Kim's Hitmonchan in Gotta Catch You Later. Rather than battling, Politoed spent most of its time clapping and cheerleading. In I Politoed You So, Misty learned to appreciate Politoed after it got lost and mistaken for Coach Tammy's Politoed Beam. After discovering Politoed's perfect rhythm, Tammy enlisted it in her cheer squad and begged Misty to let it lead her team in a national cheerleading competition. Rather than abandon Politoed, Misty reunited Tammy with her own. Much like with Psyduck, Misty showed that no matter how much Politoed annoyed her, she would never give up on it. Though Politoed never made it to nationals, it cheered for Ash all throughout the Johto League. After Ash lost the league, Misty returned to Cerulean so she could resume leadership of the gym. Politoed went with her and has remained there ever since. Since Misty is fully reconciled with Psyduck, I imagine she and Politoed have also buried the hatchet. It likely plays an active role defending the gym and cheering Misty to victory. We never saw Politoed fully flex its evolved muscles as most of its battles took place as a Poliwhirl. To recap, Politoed won against James's Weezing, James's Victreebel, Jesse's Arbok, Jesse's Wobbufett, Andreas's Poliwrath, Misty's Corsola, a Magikarp, Ash's Totodile, a Kabutops, and Kim's Hitmonchan. It lost to Ash's Bulbasaur, Andreas's Poliwrath, Sumomo's Vaporeon, Delaney's Poliwrath, Ash's Kingler, and Trinity's Gyarados. Over the course of the series, Politoed used Water Gun, Double Slap, Bubble, Body Slam, Mega Punch, Tackle, Headbutt, and Swagger. If it were to return, Misty could play into its frog appearance by teaching it Bounce, Hyper Voice, and Hydro Pump. Politoed didn't appear in any of Misty's Hoenn, Battle Frontier, or Sun and Moon appearances. While it wouldn't surprise me to see Politoed return in Journeys or a future series, it faces stiff competition from Misty's Corsola, Psyduck, Staryu, and Gyarados. Only time will tell if Politoed will appear to clap another day. And with that, class is adjourned. I'll be back next week to cover another character from the anime. If you have any requests, let me know in the comments. I'm open to any Pokemon. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. It's been an absolute pleasure sharing with you today, and now I'd love to hear what you think. Let me know what you thought about Misty's Politoed and how you envision its return. Until then, I'll catch you later.